Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. And this week, I want to show you a cool card, or it's cool for my aspect. It's a what I call a large letter, or in the large letter family of postcards that would have been available at Army airfields or Army bases, Navy situations, all of this throughout the United States, where all of this training was going on to train both men and women for service in Europe and also in throughout the Pacific. But this card is published by Gray Craft out of Danville, Virginia. And they obviously sent salesmen around to talk to the people in the PX at these individual Army airfields and bases and would gather orders because a larger base like Fort Riley or Fort Leavenworth, then they would have lots of cards, lots of view cards and showing buildings and showing hospitals and all kinds of aspects for soldier life that they could write on the back and say, this is where we are, or my tent is here, or my barracks is here, so forth. But this is a card that was used by a smaller group of people, mostly men, training to uh, learn how to fly the B-29 bomber. It was being produced in the Seattle area as well as Wichita, Kansas, and elsewhere. I think on the East Coast as well. But this new bomber could fly higher and it could go faster and it could go further because it could carry more petrol, gasoline. And it was the bomb that, or it was the bomber that eventually dropped the two big bombs in Japan and also did a lot of other bombing there and elsewhere. But this is a postcard from a smaller area. And so they have fewer people there, fewer customers, fewer people looking for something kind of unique or different to mail back to family and friends back home. And I like to collect things like that and look for something that's not as common or not as just everywhere. When you go to look at a dealer's World War II cards, say at the postcard show or even on eBay or any of these places that you might find postcards. But look for them, and I think it's a topic that you might enjoy collecting and learning about and finding your favorite state or your home state or all of them. I'm sure there's just several hundred of them, if that many, but they're from all across the country, and Army airfields were a big part of this group that these were made for. So that's the postcard of the week for this week, and I look forward to being here again next week with another postcard. Thanks very much. Bye bye.